Welcome to another video. It's been a while since I did a store tour, so today we're going to be checking out Newtown Aquarium. So the first thing that you see when you come in is two plant holding tanks. These are stem plants from aquaplant culture, and we've got some super nice red rotalas here and some other stem plants like Alternatera, Ludwigias, amazing colors. Similarly down here, that one's actually really nice, Juncus repens. I've started using it in my setups. Very nice grassy plant. And then on the other side, we've got a series of nice cubes with bettas inside. And the nice thing about these is they're already pre-scaped, so there's very nice minimal hardscape in them. Lots of different styles, different types of hardscapes, different plants, and each of them have a unique and distinct character. This is a really nice one that I really like. It's like a pure white betta over there. This one's really nice too. Got so much personality. And then a quick overview of the rest of the store. We've got some display tanks kind of scattered around this area here. We've got a lot of the tropical fish section here around the back as well, and some shrimp, some hardscape. You can even see down here, there's a lot of different types of hardscape. This one's really nice and interesting. I think they call it Amelia stone or cornerstone. I've used it once in an Iwagumi. Very nice and fine detailed textures. And then some of these other ones from Pisces, some riverstone, red lava. This is really good if you're on a budget, because these are really light, and usually stores they sell them by the kilo. So if you're on a budget and you want to get some nice rocks, have a look at red lava, black lava. These are really light and porous. I think we've got some other ones. I think this is petrified wood stone. And the famous dragon stone here. Love the textures, always really nice and aggressive. And then the series stones. And just above, you can see there's a huge selection of fish. I'll overlay some close-ups on the screen. There's a couple of really nice ones. These corridors here. Got the typical neon tetras. These are one of my favorites. If you can see them closely, pygmy cories. They're so cute. And this is another really interesting fish. It's called the blue tetra. Don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but they've got this kind of luminescence on their scales, and I love the little white tips on their fins. So this is really cool and interesting. This is my first time seeing something like this. It's a claw machine with a whole bunch of aquarium products inside. We've got like fish food, test kits, aquarium lights, fish plushies. Really fun and cool idea. Something else that's really cool, they've got a fridge just for tissue culture plants. I think that's really awesome. Keeps the plants nice and fresh. optimal temperature. See, like this is Rotella rotundifolia. We've got mini bamboo. There's a lot of different types of plants here. Dwarf hairgrass. It's a great way to kind of keep the tissue cultures nice and fresh. And then we've got a really nice bioscape, kind of central composition hardscape. You can see here they've glued the stones down to an egg crate, so it's got like a base. And the good thing about that is you can literally lift up everything in one go. Very nice. You could work on it, you know, outside of the tank and then put it in once you're happy with that. So that's the Amelia stone that I spoke about. I think that's Dimax driftwood. Looks like something like ironwood maybe. And then some gold vine twigs. Quite a nice composition. I like the textures of the rock as well. And then this one is quite a nice and new setup. I'd say it looks a bit like a forest style. This is, I believe, a new Aquel system. I think it's a 90 centimeter tank. And we've got some really nice epiphyte plants in here. We've got Pinnatifida, Anubias, some Bucephalandra. The hardscape is really nice. Got like kind of two paths that kind of lead your eye, but that one, the one on the right, kind of like disappears, and then your eye is then drawn onto that end point. Overall, I think it's a really nice composition. The wood is very nice, and kind of it frames your view very well. Very nice driftwood as well. And then next to it is one of my favorite setups. So this setup has been in the shop for a while, and the longer it matures, the better it looks. And this one's actually been taken down to Melbourne when I was down at the Underwater Pet Expo. And the highlight is, but look at that, wow. That Hygrophila pinnatifida is super red, super nice. And it's lit by a weak aqua. I think it's the A series. Clearly he's doing a great job lighting up the whole scape. And look at this boost. It is absolutely insane. The colors on this boost, I'm not sure what kind of boost it is. There's multiple species in here, but the purpley sparkly ones is, yeah, I don't know what name it is, but it's super nice. And then we've got a super nice colony of crystal reds. And the amazing thing, speaking to the owner about this, he keeps them all in kind of tap water with CO2. You can see there, the CO2 is pumping already. And it's thriving. And I've always wanted to try them. I just never really had the chance or kind of had the confidence to be sure that they would do well. But seeing this scape, it's kind of given me a lot of assurance that, you know, it is possible. I think the only thing that he did mention was kind of, instead of doing like your 50% water changes, you're kind of doing them at 20-25%, just to minimize the shock when you're changing too much water. And we've got a couple of green neon tetras. And I just love that little valley that takes you all the way back to the end point. Yeah, very, very minimal, almost barely any algae at all. Kind of shows when you have a tank that's so well balanced and mature, you're getting great results like that. Love the carpet. I think it's Monte Carlo, or it might even be HC. And then Rotella, probably Rotella blood red in the background, mixed with some Rotella green. Yeah, just look at this boost. That's insane, those colors on the boost. and then paired with the crystal reds, it looks so good. Alright, and the next up is an Iwagumi. This one's a little bit covered in a little bit of algae because they're changing the fertilization routine, I believe. But the thing that caught my eye are these little guys, dwarf pea puffers. There's so many of them in the tank, and they are so cute. So yeah, Hardscape, Dragonstone. We've got Bucephalandra, Starogani repens here, AR Mini at the back. I'm not quite sure what that green stem plant is. But yeah, quite a nice composition as well. I think the stems just need to grow up a bit taller just to cover the background. And then moving on, we've got kind of the dry section. So we've got stock from Dymax, Aquel filters, Seachem tidal filters, Dymax slim flows, CO2 diffusers, all that good stuff. They have quite a big range. I think the really good thing about Newtown is they stock some light brands that you don't normally see. So here's another display. So like I showed you before at the front, that light there is a weak aqua. The one next to it is also a weak aqua. Then this one is Illumagic. And the really cool thing about this one, it's got some really nice shimmering effect. It's almost like part of a river. You've got the sun kind of beaming through down. And a really nice triangular composition. And I love that I have like this immersed section coming out as well. Some immersed moss, even some terrarium plants. I think that's Photonia and some other ones that I'm not sure. Maybe philodendron. And this is really good. I use this as well. It's like a little, I think it's called hygrolon. Basically it wicks water, so it draws water from the bottom, picks it all the way up, and that allows you to attach some plants that require some more moisture, like moss. A really nice fog coming out as well. And I think the other really special thing about this tank is it's low profile, so it's like a shallow tank. I think it's probably a 90 by 25 or something. That's very nice and shallow. Oh look, that's a giant betta in there. It's massive. I've got some moss, the usual cardinal tetras. Little red lotus and a crypt flamingo. And then some more Starogine repens, trident fan. And we've sneaked in some Marsilea at the back. I think that's Crenata, maybe? So we've got here a Bioscape 45cm tank. This one's really simple and nice. Just got some Rotella blood red and some Anubias as plants, and then just Cereus stone. I think there's a pistogramma hiding in the back there. But yeah, very nice and simple hardscape, simple scape. But it's really nice to kind of just appreciate the contrast of the red and the grey stones. And then some bonsai, hardscape. And then this one's a really nice and natural kind of jungly vibe to it as well. Very wild. Got Vallisneria and Java Narrow. And then here's another one. Nice multicolour carpet with some more Starogine repens. AR Mini. So this one's really nice because it's got the black lava, and the contrast between the black lava and the carpet, the green and the black and the red, is really nice. It really pops. And that's a cube. And here's another one, another kind of shallow and flat format. I think this is from BioEco, and they've used the kind of river pebble style scape, and some really nice Amazon swords popping out, immersed. I really want to try that. I haven't tried it yet, but I think it looks really nice, the leaves when it pops out. And then Uncas repens and some Borbitis. This Borbitis looks like it's the mini version, which is quite rare here in Australia, but it's really nice because it stays nice and compact and small, and a beautiful betta. Alright, next, Dutch style tank. I'm not even sure about a couple of these stem plants, but they do look nice. I know that one, Rotella indica. But yeah, I think what's becoming really apparent, and it's really cool, is basically every single display is a completely different style, completely different theme. The hardscapes are all different. And it really kind of allows you to get all kinds of different inspiration, whether you want nature style, Dutch style, dioramas, different plant combinations, and hardscape combinations as well. Here's another one, central kind of driftwood with river pebbles. And then we also have some really nice driftwood selection. This one here is the Dimax driftwood, the one that I used down in Melbourne for the competition. I've got some gold vine or spiderwood, if you want to call it that. And then this one is really nice as well. It's kind of like a mangrove looking type. Just pull it out so you can see. It's got very straight kind of branches at the top and then roots at the bottom. And the thing I love about this shop here is they've got a nice dojo here. It's 90 centimeters long, and you know, you could just come in and test out all your different hardscape combinations, see if everything fits, see what pieces you like. And I thought, since I'm already here, might as well play around with the hardscape for a bit. So I did this thing called speedscaping, which is you come up with a hardscape within 5 minutes or so, really quick with the available materials. So this version featured Sirius stone and the mangrove driftwood. Next up is the Dimax driftwood with the Sirius stone. You can really create some interesting compositions with this one, and it's got some really nice textures, really bold, and really draws your eye. I think this one would look really good with like a sand path running down the middle beneath the wood. And then the last one is kind of like an Iwagumi with a lot of dragonstone, and using the smaller rocks to support the bigger ones and cantilever them, and then also paying attention to the striations of the rocks. You can run them all the same direction or run some in the opposite direction to create some tension. Overall, very impressed with the shop in general. Beautiful display tanks, a huge range of different products, and lovely hardscape. I love the dojo as well. Big fish and livestock selection, and yeah, I also love how the owner has scaped all these different styles of tanks so that when you go there you can be inspired in one way or another. So yeah, huge shout out to the guys at Newtown Aquarium. I'll leave some high quality B-roll footage for you to enjoy, and I hope you liked the video. I'll see you in the next one.